Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna speak a bit about the socket of prosthetics, and especially and of course the sockets that I've been trying during my 12 years as an amputee. The socket of a prosthetic leg like this, I would say, is the key thing to the whole prosthetic leg. Without a functioning socket, it doesn't matter what you have underneath, because if the socket isn't working, then the prosthetic leg isn't working. So the socket is the most important thing, and after that you can add on equipments like this. So let's start. And we start with my one of my earliest prosthetic sockets, and it's this one. And actually, maybe you wonder what this is. This is one of my stubby legs that I use. And as you see then and understand, this is a socket that I'm still using, and it's like 10 years old or something, but it's still functional. And I'm not sure about what this design is called, but I think we could say that this is a quite regular socket design to pick up all the sit bone and also all the tissues and everything, so everything is comfortable and nice. And this one you use with a liner inside. So you take a liner onto the stump, and then you put the leg on like this, and just pull it on, and you see how it fits. So functional, good prosthetic socket. The thing that this one maybe doesn't have, and that's also due to it's like 10 years old, this socket, is that it's a bit too big for me, so I get some blisters from the edges, especially on this side, the inside of the prosthetic leg, because it's going like this. So and also I get some movement inside the socket, and that's no good, but it works out with these short stubbies. So this is a good design, and I think this is quite commonly used, especially when you're a new amputee, when you're changing a lot in size. Then you can do some you can adjust the socket during your stump change. So let's move on. Actually, to one of my favorite sockets. That's why I brought it here. This socket type is called MAS socket, and I really like this socket. I used this for several years also. So with this socket you have really short trim lines on the front and on the back, which gives you much movement here up in the hip, but you have a higher edges on the inside and the outside, so you still get the stability, but it's really giving you much movement in walking direction. And it's really thin and nice and really lightweight, and that's maybe why I like this one so much. But with this socket I also used it without the liner, and that's really good because you get so much more feeling for the prosthetic legs. I could feel the smallest change in the road or something happening to the prosthetic leg. I could feel it because I didn't have a liner that was absorbing all everything that was happening with my prosthetic leg. So I really like this one. But the issue with this solution for me, I would say, was that I had this incredible good feeling for it, but I also got a lot of blisters with this one. And as I said, I used it without the liner, so instead I had like this bag that I put on my leg, and then I pushed everything through and did like this. Let's see. So I just do this for show now, so you can see a bit how it works. So I just put on a bag like this, and then I put the socket on like this, and catch that bag inside. And also when I'm standing on the leg, I pull out this bag and the leg is on, and then you put the vacuum closer at that side as well. Up here it's just carbon, and on the outside of course, but on the inside it's like a thermoplastic, quite soft inside, so it's soft and nice in there. And and the bad thing is you get some more blisters in my case, and also you also sometimes when you're sitting down it can be a bit painful with this edge here, so that's also something negative, I would say, with this one. And to end up, what am I walking on today? And this socket was the socket that I changed from this MAS socket into this one. And this is a new socket that actually Össur has developed. It's called the direct socket, and the key things with this one is that you have like a bream like this that's in some kind of rubber, so it's really smooth and nice. But when you mold this socket, you mold it directly onto the stump, which makes the whole process much faster. So you can you can manufacture this prosthetic socket in a day or in a few hours actually. So you come into the prosthetic workshop and you walk out with a new socket, and that's really terrific, I think. Just to speed things up like that. That's really good. You have quite low trim lines as well due to this soft rubber bream, I think it's called, and that also gives you much more movement up here in the hip. And the leg, you can sit down really comfortable due to you have no sharp edges that pointing right up, and it's a nice socket. So but this one I use with the liner. You always have a direct socket like this with the liner, and as I said, of course you miss a bit about all that nice feeling for the prosthetic, but it weights up with you get so much fewer blisters. And for me, when I have a really bad blister, it's hard, or even sometimes not possible to walk with the prosthetics. So to not get blisters with this one is more important than have this really incredible feeling with this MAS that I was using. So that's about my opinion and my experience of prosthetic sockets during the last 12 years. So I hope you find this interesting, and please comment if you have prosthetic and prosthetic socket, please comment your feedback on it. And of course, on the left side I have an osseointegration, and I'm really satisfied with that one. But when you have a fully functioning stump, then I would say osseointegration is not, in my case, the way to go. Due to it's a surgery, and you need to be at the hospital, and I don't really have that time right now. So then it's perfect that I can have this osseointegration on the left side and a socket on the right side. So I have the perfect combo of both sides, I would say. So I hope you enjoy this, and ciao!